we are going to start our SEL lesson. This week, we have been talking about our thinking and feeling brains. We've been learning about a student in Second Steps named Mateo, who he received a big, fat, hard math test. And he was feeling like he wanted to run out of the room and not do his test. That's because he was feeling that. Today, we're going to talk about naming our feelings so that we can start to think and control our feelings. Today, we're going to begin by watching a video about how to name our feelings.
Sometimes
I'm looking for students who are focusing their attention. That means you're sitting up tall like you would in class. You're looking at your camera. You are listening to the directions.
Sometimes I feel happy,
Just watch.
sad, worried, angry, excited, disgusted, frightened.
Life is full of feelings, whether they're good ones or not so good ones. None of us can help having them. It's just how our brains are wired. In fact, experts say there's a good reason we have different feelings. They can help us get along with others, protect us from danger, or tell us when something's not right and needs to change. But sometimes our feelings can be more intense or harder to handle than usual, like when we get worried.
I worry about practically everything, every slightest thing.
Even like the smaller things at school also get me really worried and a bit nervous about even coming to school.
Or angry.
Sometimes I feel really annoyed at my brothers and sisters because I'm the middle child and I feel like I'm always a peacekeeper, and it just makes me really annoyed and angry because it just never stops.
Or sad.
My mum got diagnosed with breast cancer, and at that time I just remember feeling really sad and worried that she wasn't going to survive and that I didn't have my mum with me anymore.
I used to be constantly bullied over and over again. I never really told anyone about it. I just bottled the feelings up inside me.
Experts say if you ignore these feelings or let them take over, they can end up having a bad impact on your mental health. Mental health is the way you think or feel about yourself and what's going on around you. Just like your physical health, if you don't take good care of it, it can make everyday things harder and eventually could turn into a bigger problem.
Okay, so we are watching an example of kids just like you who sometimes have feelings that are not good. I think all of us can understand what it feels like to be sad or worried or angry or frustrated. These are all emotions that we have, and they are in our feeling brain. It's really important that we are able to name what we're feeling. Sometimes we're feeling emotions and we don't know what we're feeling. So today we're going to practice thinking about how we feel so that when you're in that moment, you can say a signal word like breathe, I'm feeling sad, or stop, I'm feeling really angry today. Yesterday, we learned about using a signal word that gets us to stop, and then we need to name the feeling that we have. Today on Seesaw, we are going to practice naming the feelings that we have. So here's an example that a teacher has completed. The green is showing some good feelings. Sometimes we're feeling good, we're feeling calm. So this teacher listed some directions. She listed some examples of what's happening when she feels calm. So this teacher said, when everyone is following directions, she feels calm. Or when she's listening to music, she feels calm. Then this teacher thought about what she feels when she is furious. She gives 2 examples of things in life that make her feel furious. This is what the teacher said. When someone makes fun of another student, or when someone squishes their plastic water bottle. This teacher gave 2 examples of situations that make her feel furious inside. Today, we're going to do the same thing, except you are going to think about examples that make you feel different emotions. We're going to find our task on Seesaw together. You may click on Activities, Assign to Class folder, light blue, SEL, and our task looks like this. It's called Naming Our Feelings. Go ahead and pull that up, please. Your job right now is to give an example of something from your life that makes you feel happy or calm. Our next emoji looks a little bit frustrated, confused, anxious. Give an example of a time. Give an example of something from your life that makes you feel like that. And then you're going to write it in the box. Think about this emoji. The word is angry. Think about something in your life that happens and it makes you feel angry, makes you feel upset. Give an example in the box. Our last emotion is so intense. Think about a time where you felt furious. You felt so angry. You could not think at all. You were just feeling. I want you to give an example in the box. We are going to turn in our SEL today by pushing the green check. You did a great job explaining your feelings today and naming your feelings. That is really important. So that when you feel like we're losing control, we can name this feeling and start to think with our brain.